Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you that you need to focus your attention and where the third eye chakra is, okay? Basically, why is this important? Well, this is for the people who are trying to get better at meditating, where they can relax, where they can reach deeper states so they can have the attention span, so they can get rich, focus on a business or focus on anything so they can just manifest and make it happen immediately, okay? So, why during if you don't understand what meditation is and like you're kind of a beginner, because I have over like I think 271 hours right now, and basically I'm just going to shorten it to where meditation is just bring it back to the breath. Okay, let's say usually I would say like focus your attention like right here on your nose and breathe in and just bring it back, right? You're gonna have a thought, you're gonna have something going on, but you're just gonna bring it back to whatever you're focusing on, right? You can do this anytime, you can do this in public. It's gonna help with social anxiety, it's gonna help with growth and pretty much every aspect of your life, because you're gonna be relaxing more, getting better sleep, getting actually having fun and being able to play the game of life with the full intent. Okay, so when we are meditating and you're trying to like deepen your breath and relax as much as possible, put your attention where the third eye chakra is. Okay, you're gonna close your eyes and look up. Okay, when you're looking up, you're gonna feel this sensation right now. Loki, you could probably feel the sensation like exactly while I'm saying this right now if you close your eyes and just look up at the top of your forehead and just hold it. You're gonna feel like a little tingling sensation, and if not, you probably just need to lift your tongue to the roof of your mouth, like at the top, and then do it, and then you will feel it right then and there. Okay, basically that's just gonna connect the channels of the chakras and stuff like that to where you can feel everything, and it's all just gonna connect and stuff like that. Okay, so why is this important? Why should I focus all my attention on my forehead? Well, because you're gonna have less thoughts. Okay, this is just gonna make it way easier for you to have less thoughts when you are deep breathing and meditating. Okay, this right here is going to help you have less thoughts and less blocks. Okay, why do I say thoughts are basically blocks? Well, because when I was meditating or like deep breathing and stuff like that, I would get like I would be holding a lot of tension in my face, my jaw, my neck, my back, and like my entire body, right? And slowly but surely I was able to like chip off, like get more relaxed over time, right? Time is like the most important variable in this, but a lot of like a lot of me stopping like mid like breath and stuff like that, like holding my breath just like randomly, was because I was thinking. I was having a thought, right? If I wasn't thinking, I probably would still be going deeper and like breathing deeper for longer. Okay, plus it's gonna stop you from feeling way more pain than you usually would just by focusing your attention on the tight muscles and stuff like that. Okay, when you have it right here, you're gonna have less thought, so basically less pain for you to feel. Because I'm telling you, it does hurt a lot for your body to like adjust back to its normal state, because like we have so many years of not breathing properly, and like when you're starting to like build towards actually breathing properly, you're going to like feel a lot of pain and like tension in your body. Okay, so it's very important for you to focus right here so you're not actually overthinking or anything like that, right? Because I remember I would overthink so much to where well, not overthink so much, but it kind of felt like I was suffocating, right? Because I have so much tension in my face, my forehead, my entire body. But if I put my attention right here, kept it there, not thinking, then I'm able to breathe deeper for longer and yeah, slower. Okay, the second thing is, why is this important? Well, you're going to improve your attention span, aka your focus is going to be really good. This is going to help you manifest the life that you basically want to have, right? Let's say that I want to manifest like having all the information of this book, well, kind of like having the information of this book in my head, right? I am going to use focus so I can like put all my attention to that one thing, get it done extremely fast, because I'm having my focus attention on this one thing. Okay, one thing at a time is going to make it way longer, and you're going to be able to hit flow state for way longer of a time, right? It's just what really beneficial. Okay, and for the third reason is deep. You're going to breathe deeper plus longer and slower. Okay, this is very helpful because this is actually what's going to make you feel relaxed in the first place. This is basically what's going to happen, and your body's going to adjust itself naturally, is naturally going to open up over time. You're not going to get everything within the first like 5 breaths or anything like that, right? So basically what you need to do is just slow down, breathe deeper and longer, and you're going to increase your awareness. Your consciousness is going to expand. Okay, it's going to expand. You're going to feel everything. You're going to start to see reality for what it is, because low-key we are living a lie. Okay, we are holding so much tension in our body and like so much trauma that it's making us way more anxious, way more self-conscious, way more insecure and stuff like that. So basically just calm down, relax, and be in the present moment. Okay, it's very crucial. Bring it back to the breath. That's what meditating is. Okay, or just putting your attention back to something. Okay, we're meditating every single day. If you just focus on one thing. Okay, that's basically what meditating is. Okay, but if you focus on the breath, it's gonna help you relax more and help you actually get into the what's it called, the rest and digest system. Okay, and then when your awareness increases, you're basically just gonna see a lot more things, hear a lot more things, and actually see reality for what it is. Okay, you're gonna start to be able to read people like books. You're gonna start to see people and like kind of like read their minds. Okay, I remember one time I was actually in this I was on vacation with my friend, and his brother was we were like at this restaurant or something, and I just had I think I had steak or like, oh, I had this really good ass burger. Okay, and my friend's brother was across from me, and I saw him, like his mom got up and his mom went to go refill up the drinks, and then I saw his brother look up at his mom, and then I was like, he kind of stopped, and then he was just staring at his mom, and I was like, you're probably thirsty, huh? Because I put two and two together, because like he's looking at his mom because she's getting a drink, so he's probably hungry, or not hungry but thirsty right now, right? So you kind of become like this detective and like put two and two together a lot way faster, and without you even trying. And this is kind of like creative power at the same time. Okay, creative power. Infinite intelligence is creative power. You can basically create whatever, and the human mind has unlimited potential. We have unlimited creativity, so we can basically just do that, and it's just gonna make it way easier. Okay. Also, keep going through the pain. This is very crucial. Okay, you're gonna feel some pops. You're gonna feel some tears. We hold like a lot of like gas in our body. Like when you start to relax, you start to notice that you start to burp way more, or like just release gas way more easier. Okay, because what this is doing is you're breathing through your stomach, your diaphragm, and it's kind of like a wave, right? It's kind of like this. Okay, you go in and then it goes out, and then it goes in and then it goes out, it goes in, it goes out. Basically, well, that was supposed to be your stomach right there, but basically it's just relaxing your body right here, and when it's relaxing, it's going to relax the rest of whatever's going on around it. Okay, if you want to get better, you do have to do maybe some stretching so you can get like way more relaxed, especially if you want to target one of these areas, maybe like the legs or anything like that. I recommend sitting and deep breathing, probably just putting your attention here, because if you put your attention there and just deep breathe and like do it for like long enough, I swear, like you'd be time jumping, and I'd be meditating for like 30 minutes and it feels like maybe like 5 minutes. And I'm like, bruh, are we dead ass? And like, I don't know. I guess it's kind of annoying, but I guess it does really work. Okay. Basically, you're gonna go through your days way faster. You're basically just gonna be in flow state the entire day, because you're just putting your attention back here in the same spot over and over again, and you're just gonna feel really good and get really good with girls and all this stuff. Okay, but focusing on the eye area should help you with that. Okay, because when you focus right here, close your eyes and like do that, you're basically gonna have less thoughts. Like I said earlier, less thoughts, less blocks. Okay, you're gonna be able to breathe through and actually be able to push through the pain. You don't think, when you're like not focusing on right here, it's gonna be way harder for you to push through the pain, because like it freaking sucks, right? But if you put it right here, you're gonna have less thoughts and blocks, which are gonna like actually help you push through the pain, even if you're hearing pops, tears, or anything like that. Okay. Basically, we just hold on to a lot of gas, and by relaxing more, we're gonna naturally release some of this gas. Okay. Even if you like stretch out your legs, you're gonna release some gas, because your butt, like your glutes and like legs are tight, so they're basically pulling down your stomach and your back at the same time, so that's just going to cause like a lot of discomfort. Okay, And when we're naturally like opening our body up, is we're naturally just gonna feel pain and hurt because we spent so many years holding this one spot and like not even realizing it, because like we become numb to the fact of like all the pain that we're actually really feeling. Okay. And that's why our consciousness is very small. Okay. If you have a lot of trauma and like a lot of pain, like everybody has trauma, because trauma is basically unprocessed emotions, you're basically gonna be more in your head because you're more tight. You don't really feel good. Okay. If you want to be more charismatic, the best possible thing you could do is be more comfortable. And when we're comfortable is when we feel good. Okay. So relaxing is very important. But when we're also comfortable, our consciousness expands way more out. Okay. That is very crucial. It just keeps on growing. And the more you're relaxed, if you're fully relaxed, you're fully present in the moment, you're not really thinking of anything, and you feel amazing. Okay. It feels amazing. Okay. So your goal is to expand your consciousness and relax as much as possible. Okay. But the more you relax, the more your consciousness is going to expand over time. You're not going to like brute force your way throughout the entire thing, because it does take time. It took me like maybe 3 months. Like I'm still like not fully healed, and like my legs are still tight, but you know, I'm still making pretty good progress. Like I'm almost done with like my neck, my chest, my back, and like everything. Okay. I'm almost done with everything. And I'm going to tell you like, how it's going to feel and how better my life is going to be in the future because of it. Okay. Number five, don't rush. Time is the variable. Okay, don't rush about this. Like I told you, um I spent like 3 months consistently, like every single day. I'm focused on the breath and my business. Well, not mainly on my breath. Okay, because when I'm focused on my breath, I'm automatically just gonna make the better decisions because I'm more rational. More rational. And when you're rational, you're just gonna make better decisions. Um, yeah. But yeah, time, just give it time. Okay, you're not going to open up your body within like a week, you're not going to open it up within a month, but you can open it up in the future. Okay, imagine yourself, if you started today and started like deep breathing and focusing your attention on the breath, how much relaxed, how much more conscious, present you would be, and you'll actually be able to desire less and actually enjoy the present moment. Okay, when you're desire, like we're always chasing after something, right? We're always chasing, and that desire is basically why we're suffering in the first place. Okay, if you let go of that desire, you're probably going to be way more relaxed, and your body needs to um what's it called, it needs to experience like no thought. Okay, when you're in no thought, that's basically you're in the present moment, and that's the best state you could possibly be in. Okay, that's infinite intelligence. But time again is the key variable. Okay, don't rush it, give it a year, or maybe two. Like I'm telling you, like it might be quicker than a year, if it just depends how much attention you put into this one thing, right? If I'm just focused on my breath every single day, I'm obviously gonna finish quicker and like relax way quicker than someone who is like, you know, maybe doing it like, I remember to do it. Okay, like I do it, right? But the best possible things like I could probably say is just like do this like when you're like anxious or like anger, sadness, anything, any sad emotion or like any negative emotion that you don't want to feel, just put your attention up here and just deep breathe. Okay, one of the best things I was able to notice is that like we're only able to help hold like one idea at a time. Okay, we can't multitask, we can't do this, we can't do that. So we only have one thought in our mind. So if I can make that thought something happy, or like if I'm having an anxious thought right now, and then I go right here, do have my eyes look up and put my attention here and breathe deeply, I'm gonna relax way more often, have less thoughts, and not really be in my head, especially when it comes to social anxiety and talking to girls. Okay, that's very important. You're gonna be less in your head, more present in the moment. You're actually gonna be way more rizzy because you're actually gonna be able to like relax. And when we're relaxed, we're actually way more creative. Okay. Um, let's see what else. Oh yeah. Okay, so naturally your body is gonna since we're holding in tightness a lot, right? Once we start to relax way more, our body's gonna still feel the tightness that we were still holding on, that we're not consciously aware of. Okay. So when you're doing that, your body's like I said, just trust yourself. And by trusting yourself and like when you're relaxing, you're actually gonna be able to like sit with the feeling. Does that make sense? Okay. Hold on. I'm doing this. But Also, you might get scared of relaxing. I know it's scary to let go, and you're gonna experience this deeper state. And once you get into the deeper states, you might get a little excited and get yourself out, or you might get a little anxious and get yourself out. Okay, it is okay if you do both of those things. Don't overthink it. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just aim to just try again. Put your attention back to the breath. Okay. Um, let's see. Okay, yeah. So when our body is naturally what's it called? Releasing, right? Let's say we have tension in our leg, okay? That's gonna pull down from our back. This is basically our back, okay? Our glutes are gonna be so tight that it's gonna like make our back actually like do a lot more work, and it's gonna pull it down with our legs. That is not really good. That's not a good feeling, and like not really good. So if you probably have to stretch out like your entire body, if you that's probably the goal. The whole body is the goal, to relax, and once you're in that state, you are basically all infinite and stuff like that. Okay, but if you can get the breath, the body, and mind in sync. Okay, if you can get these in sync, and I'm gonna teach you how in a moment, you're basically superhuman. Okay, you're on a different level. Okay, you're not insecure, you're not anything. You basically have an ego death right there. You understand what is going on, and like sometimes our focus does break. Okay, how are you gonna get this? You're gonna need to focus a lot. Okay, you're gonna have to keep on bringing it back over and over again, and basically it's just gonna build up your attention span. Like I said earlier, your attention span is gonna build up, and that's how you're going to get the focus, right? When you get the focus to be able to do this, and get the mind, body, and breath all together, you're basically just in the present moment. And again, infinite intelligence, you're going to know everything and know what the best decisions are to make in that situation, right? Also, you're going to desire less when you do this. Okay, when you desire less, you're basically free. You're free. Okay, also I think that men who are tight or have tension in their body, okay, they aren't really free. Okay, the only way you're actually going to be a free man is freeing yourself from desire and the tension from yeah, the desire and tension. Okay, I think this is very important. Okay, if you get rid of the desire and well, when you once you get rid of the tension, you're gonna obviously like desire less. Okay, desire way less. Okay, it's gonna go down. Okay, but you're not really free until you get rid of this tension. Okay, and the best way to do this obviously is take a deep breath and relax your body. Okay, relax your body. Don't give it time, don't rush it, but just relax it. Okay, over time it will naturally open up. Don't rush anything. You are whole right now, but this is basically what's gonna make you desire less, make you be more whole, make you be more rational, make better decisions so you can make more money, get better with girls, even better with fitness, and also you're gonna have better, way better sleep. Like I low key don't even be locked in on my sleep. I don't even think about when to go to sleep, and I go to sleep and I wake up maybe like back then I used to like have trouble sleeping all the freaking time. Like it, like I'm telling you, like my neck hurt, my back hurt. Like when you're laying on your pillow, your neck is not really supposed to hurt, and that, like I'm telling you, like you're gonna go through a lot of pain, but once you release yourself from this pain, you probably never have to feel that feeling again unless you react to something else. Because when you have the ego death, you're gonna know that like your thoughts are kind of BS. So you're gonna stop reacting to every little thing. And once you stop reacting to every little thing, you basically have power. Okay. But what was I gonna tell you? Oh yeah. So yeah, I don't even be locked in. You know how like we're told to like go to sleep at the same time every night? I don't even be doing that, and like my sleep schedule be like messed up, right? But I still get like really good relaxing sleep. Like my REM sleep is like maybe like an hour. And my deep sleep is an hour. That is like top tier, like freaking what's it called? Elite performances or some shit. But yeah, that's what like some Olympian people be doing, right? Because that's basically their job. Okay. But how are you going to get your mind, body, and breath connected at the same time? Well, you're gonna use what I just told you about the thing, but I'm gonna give you an example. Okay. So here's you. We're doing a side POV. Um, Actually, you have your eyes closed and you're focusing right here. Okay, you're right here. Um, yeah. Okay. You're meditating, and I want you to imagine when you're breathing in. Okay, when you breathe in, I want you to imagine a vapor, or like maybe you can imagine the breath itself. Okay, maybe just imagine the breath going up your body, up to the back of your neck, obviously like the back, all the way to the back, and then have it go over all the way down. Okay, this is how you're gonna get it. Okay, once you breathe in, or you can just choose whatever, but this is what I personally do. I personally, when I'm breathing in, I start at the pelvic floor, go all the way up, and imagine an invisible line like where my spine is. Okay, where my spine is, I imagine a visual line of vapor of, but like you can probably just imagine the air. Maybe that could be helpful, but like I think it's supposed to open up the chakras or something. This is one of the techniques that I learned when I was like in like freshman year or some shit, and it's supposed to open up the chakras. You know, we got 7 chakras. I think we got, the root chakra, the red one, the sexual, the stomach, the heart one, the neck one. Then you got the third eye, and then the one up top. Okay, this is basically just gonna connect all of these at the same time. Make sure that your tongue is at the roof of your mouth. Okay, your tongue is at the roof, because when it's at the roof, it's gonna connect all these channels together. Okay, but basically, you're gonna put your attention here and have it rise all the way up. Keep on breathing, but keeping your attention right here. Okay, you can just imagine, visualize it. Use your imagination, and the more you can visualize it, like if you suck at visualizing right now, it's okay, man. Just give it time, and trust me, you will start to feel it. And once you start to feel it, it feels like really nice. Okay, but you're just gonna focus right here. Okay, focus, and if you have a thought, just bring it back. Okay, but you're gonna actually focus right here, then use your imagination and feel with your body sensation the vapor going up, and then when you breathe in, go up, and then when you breathe out, it goes out. Okay, it's gonna build your focus. You're gonna relax more, and then you're gonna go superhuman, I guess, because you're gonna be in the present moment, aka better decisions, aka better you, highest version of you. Okay, you're gonna use this strategy by breathing up, going all the way to the back, and do it again. It's just a circle. Okay, it's a cycle. Breathing in, breathing out, you're gonna deplete, and then you're gonna inflate. Okay, I want you to imagine that every time you inhale, you're gonna expand. Inhale is expanding. Why are we expanding? Well, we're going to expand like a balloon, okay? So, I want you to imagine a balloon. Also, try and like relax while you're expanding at the same time, but we got a balloon, okay? So, we're expanding all the way out. We're stretching. Sometimes your body is going to naturally want to stretch. You're going to like lay down and naturally stretch when you're breathing in, okay? We're expanding outwards. We're going up, we're going up, we're going up. Our chest is going up. Make sure your chest is good. Roll your shoulders back. And then when we're breathing out, we're contracting, okay? Especially through our belly, okay? You can see it through our belly, but you're going to feel it throughout your entire body the more you relax, okay? But we're contracting, okay? When we're contracting, this is probably the best time to move, what's it called? Stretch. Okay, this is the part where stretching is very crucial. Okay, when you're stretching, like when you're breathing out and stretching, expanding a little bit more, is gonna hurt. Okay, this is gonna hurt. You're gonna feel pain. Fuck, how do you spell hurt? Whoops. Hashtag forgot how to spell hurt. It's okay, but you're gonna hurt. And what's the solution to that hurt? It's literally breathing in again. Okay, so you're gonna breathe out as much as you can, relax, stretch a little bit more, and you can still stretch out for both, like doing either one. But I find breathing out while like expanding and stretching a little bit more is gonna hurt a little bit more. But when you breathe in, you're actually gonna fill up that the new place with air. Okay, basically what's happening is like your muscles are like tight. This is your muscle, okay? your muscles are really like scrunched up and like tight together. When you stretch, like you're breathing out and stretching, you're gonna lengthen these muscles, okay? They're gonna hurt because they haven't been like that for a good while, for years, right? For years. So when you're in this state, you breathe in, you're gonna bring all these new air particles to where the muscle is, and then it's just gonna heal right there. It's healing. Okay. That's basically how you heal trauma, right then and there. Okay. You're gonna stretch, you're gonna feel the pain, you're gonna breathe into the pain, and then you healed it right then and there. And any muscle tension that you can heal, you basically just or not or you can relax, you basically just healed yourself a little bit more. Okay, so imagine as many breaths as you can a day, trying to relax as much as possible. You're just healing yourself way more and more, and then you're going to desire less sugar, less porn, less what's it called, less of the bad habits. You're actually going to get way better with girls because you're going to be more present in the moment. You're going to read the body language and like what they actually need and desire, and like you can actually tell this girl likes you or anything like that, right? You're just gonna be more creative, more powerful. You're gonna make better decisions for your business. You're gonna be more yeah, more rational. It's just going to improve your life overall. So this is probably one of the best, most effective strategies I've learned from now. I'm still learning. I'm still on this course because, like like I said earlier, I'm not fully healed. I still got my legs and my lower back left, but also like with my chest and basically kind of like my whole body. But I'm way more relaxed than most people out here. Okay, you're going to be more present, desire less, and actually enjoy where you are right now. And this is going to be very crucial, especially if you're trying to do your business or anything like that. One thing I do recommend if you are trying to do a business or anything like that, like a business, relationships, or anything, I do recommend probably don't do like you can still meditate. Like it's still good to meditate, still good to relax. But if you're gonna be bodybuilding or anything like that, it might be harder for you to like breathe and stuff like that because you're gonna constantly bring it back. You're gonna constantly be sore and stuff. But I still think if you get really good at deep breathing, right? If you get really good at deep breathing and like the soreness and stuff, you're actually gonna heal the soreness way faster because you're relaxing, blood flow's going everywhere. Because when we're in the contract state, right, there's no blood flow. Blood flow is low. Okay, it's down. It's not really good. Okay, that's not good for you. And also you're gonna have like this really big kind of like when you have an ego death, you're gonna have like this really big burden, like I don't know, a really big weight like lifted off of your body, and then you're gonna feel light. Okay, that's a really good sign, and you're gonna see more colorful. You're gonna see things more colorful, and is kind of, I think it might actually revert you back to your younger self. Okay, like when we're younger, things are more colorful. We feel like a lot lighter. We're a lot more playful. We're a lot more jumpy. We're a lot more energetic. When you start to relax more, you're actually gonna start to do these things and like do things that you would do when you're younger. Okay, I remember when I was younger, I used to play soccer, and when I would play soccer and like I would get excited, I would literally just be jumping where I was. If that makes sense, like I literally would just jump on the ball, just like literally just jump. And you know, recently or maybe like a week ago, I actually got really happy and I started to jump way more and like actually have fun, like just randomly in my room, and like I would just get randomly hyped and it felt amazing. Okay. Also, you might actually laugh more. I remember like you remember when you were younger where you would like just hear like something funny and like it would just go over and over and over in your head, and when you're in your you just have like those laughing fits and like you just randomly laugh for no reason. I remember like it stopped when I was like in like I remember the last time I did was like recently, but like it was probably like a good while since I had like a really good like laughing fit where you literally to the point where you can't breathe of laughter, right? You're just like you're just crying at that. Oh shoot, that's not a really good tear. Let me try that tear. But like you know what I mean? Like it's just like really good. And I haven't got to experience that for like a good while until like recently when I started like meditating and like deep breathing and relaxing way more. Okay. So I think it might actually bring you back to your younger self where you see things way more colorful. You actually feel these like sensations on your face. It feels really nice and your entire body just starts to feel amazing. Okay. We're not supposed to be feeling pain. Okay. Enjoy the process. Don't rush it. Just enjoy it. Okay. Enjoy the relaxations and stuff like that, and maybe like a year or two you will eventually get to the state where you can, but that's only if you put focus on it and like work at it every single day. You probably get it quicker maybe in a couple months if you put like all your attention onto it like every single day, but I feel like it's really hard. So try and do mindfulness meditation and then level up to this state, or you can just put your attention right here on the third eye and while you're meditating, and you will probably just go deeper maybe within like a week or two. Okay, try this out if it helps. Okay, there's also the Wim Hof breathing technique. Okay, since you're already on YouTube, when this video is over or whatever, maybe now, I don't really care, look up Wim Hof breathing or method. It's breathing technique or method. You can just look up method or meditation. Okay, what is the Wim Hof breathing technique or method? Okay, basically you're gonna take like 30 breaths in, okay, but these are like fast and as much as you can, as much as you can, okay. Okay, when you're gonna be laying on, I recommend laying on the floor, like get a pillow, lay on the floor, and then like because when you're gonna be breathing, I don't really train the Wim Hof anymore, but I used to do it, especially like if you're in sports or anything like that, because it's gonna help you relax more throughout the day. Okay. Also, I do recommend if you are getting into meditating, meditate in the morning. Okay, right when you wake up. What this is doing is setting the intention for the entire day for you to relax way more, and you're going to be way more rational and way more calm throughout the day, and that's just going to help you in all areas of life. Maybe help you with some acne or any problems or anything like that, right? You're just gonna have lower cortisol and you're just gonna be feeling way better. Okay, way more charismatic. Okay, so these 30 breaths, there's gonna be like he's gonna say inhale, exhale. That's why I recommend doing the breathing technique. I'm just gonna explain the technique itself so you can actually understand what's going on, because I kind of had to like do it by myself without like any training, I guess, or like any mentoring. I just figured found out about the Wim Hof. But basically this guy is the Iceman. He freaking climbed Mount Everest and what's it called? Only underwear. I think shorts. Shorts. Like he literally was shirtless on Mount Everest, like the ice map, not Ice Mountain, the fuck on, like it's very cold up there. Okay, it's not very good and not very healthy to do that. But he was able to train himself to do this, and that it actually helps you with cold exposure and stuff like that. It makes your blood flow go a lot more. Also, again, makes you more relaxed. Okay, we're just doing this for relaxation, awareness, and if you want to feel something like crazy, I'm talking about like some crazy ass shit. I had like some of the craziest experiences with this, because what after you take these 30 deep breaths, like they're like deep fast breaths, like I'm talking like I recommend breathing through your nose, because if you breathe through your not through your nose, but to breathe through your mouth, because if you breathe through your nose it's going to be way harder for you to do it. Okay, but you're going to do these 30 breaths like pretty fast. Okay, you're going to feel like all these stinging sensations. Be laying down. Okay, lay down on your back, have a pillow, have like two different pillows, maybe one for your behind the knees and one for your neck. Okay, then, when you're laying down, taking these really deep breaths, you're going to feel these tingling sensations on your face. Okay, your face is gonna feel tingly. Oh, wait. And then on the last breath, he's gonna say, "Breathe all the way out." You're gonna breathe all the oxygen that you just breathe in. All the way out as much as you can, and then you're gonna hold your breath for maybe like a minute, 30 seconds. It just depends. Don't go too crazy, like you can't really do that for that long. that you kind of have to train. So I recommend doing like 30 seconds and then doing a minute, because the second time is way easier. And basically, it's just training your body to like be okay without any oxygen, and it's just gonna help you relax way more and way faster. But when then the 30 seconds are up, you're going to breathe in as much as you can. Okay, hold it. You can probably push. If this is probably the part where if you want to feel something like super crazy or like whatever, I recommend like tightening up the body, like push all the way out as much as you can, and so you're gonna breathe in fully, right? Because like you went like 30 seconds without breathing anything, and then you breathe in fully, and then you're gonna hold and then kind of like push at the same time. Hold and push, kind of like flex your body. Okay, when you're in that state, you're gonna get like this crazy ass high, especially once you breathe all the way out. You're gonna get this crazy ass high. But like the more rounds you do, because there's gonna be multiple rounds of this. Okay, multiple rounds of this. Maybe around 3, you're gonna feel like the craziest, or like 4, or anything like that. But yeah, you're gonna experience something crazy. And if you go try it out like right now, maybe like right after this, it might take like maybe 5-10 minutes. Like if you're doing like 3 rounds, like with the Wim Hof, it should be really good. It should feel good. This is like one of the faster ones, that way better than mindfulness meditation if you're trying to like experience something like relaxation, like right now, And yeah, I think that's about it. If you want to feel something crazy, you're gonna get like a crazy ass high if you like literally tighten up your body and then like relax when you breathe in. Okay, only when you breathe in. Okay, like that. And then afterwards, you're gonna restart, do 30 more breaths, and then it might go to a minute, 2 minutes, 130. I don't know. Okay, but that's basically the Wim Hof method. I just thought it just randomly popped up into my head, and I was like, you know what, I kind of want to teach about it. So this is some just extra ball knowledge if y'all want some. But try it out, look it up on YouTube, and I'm telling you, this is some ball knowledge right here, especially if you're getting into deep breathing and stuff like that, just right here, okay? But again, if you're more of the mindfulness and stuff like that throughout the day, because you can't really do the Wim Hof like throughout the day. This is only like maybe if you have like 10, 30, 40 minutes like of your time like free, and you just want to relax or some shit, right? And or like you just want to experience some crazy ass shit because I'm telling you, it's crazy. Yeah, but focus your attention right here. Maybe you can do it. I haven't really tried the Wim Hof method with the, putting, having my attention where the third chakra is. If you try it, let me know and like see if it works. Or see what you experience. See if it's like any good. Let me know. Like low key, I might have to try it if someone else says it, or I might just try it for y'all and see what happens. Okay. Anyways, y'all have an amazing day. Y'all can just go like and subscribe if y'all want to. I don't really care. But guess what? Tomorrow, or I guess later today, I don't know. It just depends. I think I might post this on Monday, but if this is Monday for you, I'm pretty sure I should be done with the courses by now. Like I'm done with the art of seduction. So if you're interested in that, um, wait till my next video, I guess. And I should have a link of the school of the courses of the art of seduction, or you might just see the video and stuff like that. I might post like a free course, like one of the videos from the courses, so y'all can get it and see if y'all want it or not. Okay. Anyways, y'all have a great night, great day. I love y'all. Y'all have an amazing night, and yeah, don't die because that is very bad. Anyways, y'all be safe.